Hello, future warriors, and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Hemant, and I'm here back with another interesting notification regarding the Indian Army's NCC Special Entry Scheme, the 50th Short Service Commissioned Non-Technical Course, which is going to begin on October of 2021. And the entries and applications regarding that have very recently have opened. If in case you have already gone through this notification, which is already live in our SSB Crack Exam study material blog, if in case you are directly following that, you would have already gone through with all of that, and you might have also completed the application. But if in case you do not have applied and if you do not know any particular information regarding that, then in that case this particular important interesting notification is for all of you. And this will also be very much helpful for those candidates who did not understand any particular part, any important part regarding the notification that was mentioned very recently. So this is only for the NCC cadets, especially for the NCC C certificate cadets who have already got the certificates, and it is also for the wards of battle casualties. Very clearly understanding that it is applicable for both men and women. So here I will discuss about the details regarding notification, the age cutoff, the educational qualifications that you people must have, and various other important certificates and details that you must remember. And I will also tell you one important point that you have to understand. I will also be discussing one more important point in this notification. That is the reason that you might be able to attend only for the SSC related important SSB interview, and this SSB interview you must be able to attend either through this NCC special entry scheme or through the CDSC qualified candidates who are qualified for the OTA course. So there is a detail regarding that also. I will be telling the details regarding that. So make sure that you are watching this important content all the way up till the end and maintain the level of josh and motivation as high as possible. SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We have all the most important courses launched for various defense examinations like NDA, AFCAT, CDS, INET and all. If in case you are very much interested to crack the upcoming defense examinations, please do join SSB Crack Exams online course and make sure that your content is going absolutely fine and forward. We have the complete updated content and the proper amount of study materials, study plans, notes, quizzes, mock tests and all that make your preparation much more stronger and smarter. Join with us and we will personally guide you on how to crack the upcoming ones. If in case you are directly going through with this particular NCC special entry scheme, then in that case, if you are eligible for that, then you will be called for directly SSB interviews. Then in that case, I highly recommend that you all guys have to compulsorily take our OER and PPDT course that make your preparation much more stronger and better. You can use the code WARRIOR10 to get an extra 10% discount on all of our courses so that it will make your preparation much more stronger and better. Moving now forward, guys, about what we will actually know through this particular notification is that first I will explain to you about what actually the notification is all about, and thereafter I will explain about the age cutoff, the important age that you have to remember. Then I will discuss about what is actually the difference between the CDS entry versus NCC entry, and why is CDS entry coming here while I'm talking about NCC entry and all. I will solve that important doubt also. This is a very important point, and this is something that most of the defense aspirants do not know. So here I will clarify regarding that. I will also discuss about the educational qualifications that you must possess and also the details regarding your certificate related details and all, because we are getting so many doubts and queries that if in case they do not get their final certificate and their final exam certificate by the time they go for SSB, what is the case regarding that, and all the other doubts will be clarified here. I will also discuss about the number of vacancies as far as the official notification is concerned, the tenure of the employment, period of the probation, the training regime, the award of the degree at the OTA Chennai, and also about the very important dates to remember. So all of these are extremely important points. You cannot miss any other point. So make sure that you are watching this content till the end, right? So first things first, I'm discussing about the notification, guys. This is actually that the army says clearly that the applications are invited from the unmarried male and unmarried female NCC C certificate cadet holders. Okay, those holders of the NCC C certificate ones, including the wards of the battle casualty. If in case you are a ward of a battle casualty, then you will get a certificate regarding that. But the wards of the battle casualties, they do not need to have any particular NCC certificate. So this is combined for both. But maximum number of seats are for NCC C certificate cadets. So this is for the grant of the short service commission in the Indian Army. Okay, this is clearly for the short service commission in the Indian Army. What should be the age cutoff? Very clearly, your age should be between 19 to 25 years. That means as on 1st of July. That means by 1st of July 2021, your age should not be less than 19 years and it should not be more than 25 years. To be more specific as far as the notification is concerned, you should not be born before 2nd of July 1996. and you should not be born later than 1st of July 2002. That means before 2nd of July 1996 and after 1st of July 2002. If in case your date of birth falls in that, then in that case you are clearly not eligible for this. Understanding? So both the dates are inclusive. Please remember that important point also. Now let me tell you about what actually I'm talking about. Candidates, as far as official notification is concerned, that the candidates must know that they can appear for only one of the services selection board interview, either SSC NT 114 course October 2021 or non-technical women 28 course as a CDSC candidate, or NCC special entry 50 course. This is very important. In very simpler words, either you can go for an SSB that is allocated after your CDS 2 2020 exam, or for the SSB allocated through this NCC special entry scheme. You should select any one of that. If in case you have written your CDS 2 2020 examination and if you are shortlisted for the SSB interview, especially for the OTA, if in case you are shortlisted for that, then in that case you have to choose. If you are going through with that and if you also have an NCC certificate, then it is your case to choose any one of the SSBs. Understand? You cannot go two other SSBs. Only one SSB will be taken into consideration. If you have already gone through with CDS 2 2020 related SSB and whatever the result might be, again you will not be allowed to go through with the NCC special entry related SSB. Clear? Keep that thing very important, because they will have a complete track of your complete details and important notes. So candidates are required to give an undertaking to this effect under the declaration part of the online application, where you are applying online only. There itself it will clearly ask that you should be going through with only one SSB with a it will be clearly asking in the while applying only that you will be allowed only for one particular SSB. So keep that important thing in your mind while going through forward. Understanding? So whichever SSB is easy for you and whichever SSB is there, that makes your preparation much more easier. That makes your way of expression and the way of going through with that, and it makes your plan much more easier. And whichever SSB date is much more viable to you, please choose with that SSB and go through with that. However, if you're shortlisted for the permanent commission related ones, like for example, if in case you have an NCC C certificate but still you are shortlisted for IME or INE or AFAIR in the CDS, then I highly recommend that you choose that only. Understanding? Now moving forward guys, regarding the educational qualifications, candidate who is either in the final year or has acquired a degree of a recognized university or equivalent with an aggregate of minimum 50% marks, considering marks of all the years, and also 50% aggregate in each year. Okay, so it should be 50% marks in all the years, and it should be 50% all years aggregate when combined. Okay, so either you should be in the final year of your graduation or should you have completed your graduation. These are only two chances. Understanding? If in case you are a BTech candidate and if your course is around 4 years, now if in case you are in the third year or second year or first year, you're clearly not eligible to apply. Either you should be in the fourth year or you should have completed your fourth year. These are the only cases. If in case you are not a BTech candidate, if in case your graduation is for around 3 years, then either you should be in the third year or you should have completed your third year. Keep that thing in mind. Other than that, any other guys are absolutely not eligible to apply. Keep that thing in mind. And the next important point is you should have served for a minimum of 2 or 3 years as a senior division cadet of an NCC. Okay, as an SD cadet, either in the B certificate or in the C certificate combined, you should be serving a minimum of around 2 or 3 years in the NCC. This is one more important point. Next, the third important point is you should have obtained a minimum of B grade in C certificate exam of NCC. Okay, so NCC there are around A, B and C certificates, and C is considered to be the highest one. So in the C certificate NCC exam, you should have secured a minimum of B grade. Okay, so either minimum of B grade, in case you have an A grade, that is much more better. So you should have that also. Next important point is those who do not have an original NCC C certificate while applying are not eligible. Clear? I'm reading it again. Please remember, those who do not have original NCC C certificate while applying are not eligible. That means while applying for this entry, if in case you do not have your NCC C certificate original document, and you still have completed your NCC C certificate certificate but you did not get your NCC C certificate, if you are going to get it, after you get it only you will be eligible to apply. Even if you have completed your NCC course but you did not get your certificate, then also you are not eligible to apply. You must have your NCC C certificate original while applying, and that should be uploading in the PDF format only, and there are also some size constraints regarding that, so you need to follow those also. Okay, so these are the most important points regarding those NCC cadets who are eligible for this entry. So the candidates who are the wards of the battle casualties, for those guys, if in case you want to go through with the eligibility criteria and conditions regarding that, please go through and refer the official notification which is given in the description. Okay, so remember, in a crisp and very easy format, whatever I'm trying to say, you should be either in the final year or you have finished your final year, and in every year of your graduation you should have a minimum of 50%, and on the whole as an aggregate percentage it should be a minimum of 50% in your graduation. Understanding? Then you should be having an NCC C certificate, and that should be a minimum of B grade. One more important point, you should be serving as an SD cadet in NCC a minimum of around 2 to 3 years. Understanding? And while applying you should compulsorily have your original NCC C certificate while applying. If you do not have, also you are not eligible to apply. So these are the important points, only they are eligible to apply. Keep this thing in mind. And also one more point, you should also be falling under the age constraint as mentioned in the date of birth before. Understanding? Now another more important point, things that you should be noted in detail is that candidates who have passed the graduation degree course must produce the provisional or original degree certificate by 1st of October 2021 to the DG or Director General of Recruiting, failing which their candidature will be cancelled. That means if you have completed your graduation, then by 1st of October 2021 you should be able to provide your certificate. Okay, if you are not able to provide, like for example who are studying in the final year or are studying now, if not already in the position of the provisional one, must submit the proof of their passing the graduation degree exam by 1st of October 2021. Okay, so there are two cases. If you have completed your graduation, you should provide your original certificate by 1st of October. But if in case you are not eligible, if you are not able to provide your original certificate, then you should provide any particular document that is acting as a proof that you have already passed the exam. Understanding? So it should be clear indication that you have passed the exam and you are waiting for the certificate by 1st of October 2021. Okay, this should be submitted to Director General of Recruiting. And how you should submit it, you are not able to supposed to provide and mail and all of those things. Once you go to SSB, then they will personally guide you all. I will tell you. Then what if you do not have a graduation certificate but you have finished and have written all the exams of graduation? In that case, those who are not able to produce the certificate, they are specified date, they will be inducted on an additional bond basis. There will be a bond basis, and they will be declaring a date, and before that particular specified date, if they are not able to provide the certificate, then they have to pay for their stay while they are staying and going through with the regime at OTHNI, right? Only on submission of the proof of their passing graduation degree exam to the Director General of Recruiting by the above specified date. In a very crisp format, you have not, if in case you don't understand about whatever I'm trying to say, in a just see, understand. Once you make sure that you are eligible for this entry, there are two cases. If you have finished your graduation, now if you have finished your graduation, you have the certificate, very good. You will be going through directly with the SSB, you have no other problems. And if you are recommended in SSB, you will be going through with the medical, and once you are shortlisted in the medical, you will be waiting for the merit list, and once your name is there in the merit list, you will be going through forward now as your training regime will start off. Now if you do not have the certificate, you should submit the proof of obtaining certificate. It's not the original one. Whatever I'm talking about the proof of obtaining certificate. Understanding? So it is a proof that you will get the certificate by 1st of October. Okay, so you should prove this. So once you show this, then you will be inducted on the additional bond basis. Okay, then, and there are other most candidates. If in case in the final year of graduation, okay, if you are in the final year of graduation, if you got your final certificate before the SSB, very well and good, you will be inducted directly. But if in case you did not get the certificate before SSB, then you should again submit the proof of obtaining certificate by 1st of October 2021. Now people might be asking, sir, what if in case by 1st of October 2021, I did not submit any proof of obtaining certificate, and also I did not submit the original certificate, then what is the case? In that case, if you cannot submit, directly your candidature will be cancelled. You are not eligible to apply for this one also. keep that thing in mind and then move forward. And moving forward now guys, regarding the vacancies, people will be asking about the vacancies regarding the NCC men, the general category, all the NCC candidates, there are around 45 vacancies, and for the wards of the battle casualties there are 5 vacancies. On a total there are around 50 vacancies for men, understanding. And then for the NCC women there are around 4 categories, 4 directly NCC women categories, and there is only 1 wards of battle casualty. On the total there will be around 5 women, and on a total around 50 men vacancies are mentioned. So the total number of vacancies is 55 as of now regarding this entry, understanding. So this is the entry regarding the Short Service Commission at Officers Training Academy, Chennai, right? So this is the 50th course. Moving forward regarding the tenure of the engagement, so those candidates who are shortlisted for this course and whose names have been mentioned in the merit list in the end, they will be taken into the training and all, and a short service commission will be granted to male and females in the regular army for around 14 years. That means the initial period will be 10 years, and if in case they are interested to continue, they will be continuing and their period will be extended for around 4 years. Now what about permanent commission, sir? You people might be asking. If in case you want a permanent commission, then there will be a very important document, and those candidates who are willing to get into this particular one, during the 10th year, that means not after the 14 years, during the 10th year they will be taken into consideration according to the relevant policies at that time. By that time, whatever policy is there regarding the SSC to PC conversion, using that policy they will take forward into consideration, and then they will directly tell you whether you are eligible for the permanent commission or not, right? So I personally do recommend that most of the candidates will get permanent commission, but it is in your case whether you are going through forward regarding this or not. Personally, don't lose this beautiful gem like opportunity. Now moving through towards a period of probation. What is a period of probation? It is known as a period of testing period, very clearly. It is and any officer will be on probation period for around 6 months from the date he or she receives her commission. That means what? After your training is finished, after your training is over, the day you start being called as a lieutenant in the army, from that day up to 6 months you will be called as a probation period, understanding. The first 6 months will be probation. In that probation period, if in case your service is not proper, or in that time if your service is considered to be unsuitable, or you are considered to be any other issues or details or medical illnesses, any particular thing happens, then clearly by that time your candidature will be cancelled at that time, and slowly you will be terminated any time, whether before or after the expiry of the probationary period. And if in case you qualify the probationary period, later on you will be continuing to serve in the army with full-fledged honor and pride. Right. Moving forward now with the understanding regarding the training regime, guys. To be understanding about the training regime, every selected candidate through this procedure, they will be detailed for the pre-commissioning training for around 49 weeks at OTA Chennai, at Officers Training Academy Chennai. You will be going through around 49 weeks of training, and during this training or before the training, you are not allowed to marry, and you will not be allowed to live with your parents or guardians. Okay, either you will be not allowed to live with your guardians, and you will also not be allowed to marry anyone, right? And you will also be getting a stipend every month. Your stipend will be around 56,100 per month as far as the new regulations are concerned. Clear with this? Moving forward regarding the award of the degree, every candidate after while going through with the training at the OTA Chennai, they will be awarded, once they get commissioned, they will be awarded a very beautiful prestigious degree known as postgraduate diploma in defense management and strategic studies. This degree will be awarded by University of Madras to every commissioned officer, right? Now moving forward regarding please go through the official notification for details regarding the allowances, ranks, promotion, medical testing procedure and all. Please go through official notification, and all the applications should be given on the online mode only. There is no particular offline mode. Nowadays for all defense exams you should apply only online mode only, right? So make sure these are very, very important dates. This application has already started yesterday at afternoon 3 o'clock, and it will close on 15th of July 2021 at afternoon 3 o'clock. So make sure that please you complete applying to this entry before 15th of July 2021. That means the moment you watch this particular important update from our side, please make sure that you finish the application as soon as possible, and all the very best for the upcoming examinations. If in case you're preparing for this entry, and if in case you want to move forward, and if in case you want to have some tips and tricks regarding qualifying the SSBs, both the testing procedures, I highly recommend that you please take our OIR test and PPDT SSB interview screening test course, which is available for all the important serious defense aspirants, which will be extremely helpful. We have completed updated content regarding the notifications, exam dates, personality development, motivation, picture perception, description test, important details and issues, officers intelligence rating tests, verbal and non-verbal reasoning related issues and all. And if in case we find out that any one of the candidate who's taking through with the OER test and PPT course, if they are working very hard and if they are interacting very much with our SMEs, then in that case we will personally guide them through with the second stage of the testing procedure. Also, we will tell them about the tips and tricks and how to move forward regarding being commissioned and regarding being recommended in the upcoming SSB interviews. You can take use our course. Please do download SSB Crack Exams online app, wherein which you will get the complete updated video lectures, live classes, study plans, study notes, mock tests and the related rank analysis, complete updated syllabus to be maintained on the day-to-day format. And the best part is also that you can have an offline access towards our courses. Whenever you are online, you can download our lectures, and while going through offline, you can watch all the downloaded lectures at one single go. You can even download all our important study material, and you can take a printout of it, and also you can make sure that your content preparation is going much more smarter, stronger, brighter and much more happier. All the very best, guys. You can use the code warrior10 to get an extra 10% discount on all of our courses. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, always be confident. We are all with you, and make sure that you are following all COVID safety related norms and regulations. And if in case you have any other doubts and queries, please get back with us. We are always there with you guys. All the very best, guys. Stay safe, and thank you so much. Jai Hind.